Hi, we're Mark and Claire and we have bought a home renovation. Come and take a look and see how it's going. Okay, so ready for a little house update. This is the bricks from the old extension at the back of the house, which Mark has now taken down. As you can see, there's some work being done on the garage, but I'll take you inside and show you what's new there first. I think we can officially say that the house is now pretty stripped. So going into the front door, you can see all of the walls are stripped. We took the ceilings down. The roof has all been refelted. This is the first of the bedrooms. As you can see, Mark stripped that all out. I mean, every room looks the same, really. Everything is gone. Got the other front bedroom here. This is the gap where the window was between the bedroom and the lounge. Very strange setup. Coming into here, this was a hallway and we've got that funny little cupboard there. And this was the entrance to the extension, which Mark has now taken down, so he's boarded it all in. We've now got the fireplace exposed. And you can see we're all blocked up. Oh, just gonna pop over here. So this is what was the central hallway and the bathroom over there. How tiny do rooms look when you take the walls out? That space there, which was the bathroom, you can't actually believe that there was an entire bathroom in there. It looks so small. It is a small bathroom anyway, but even smaller. So all boarded up here. I'll take you and show you around the back of the house. Even without the ceilings, the roof looks so much better. If you saw the video of what was up there. This wood has all been treated as well for woodworm. So we are starting literally from fresh. Take you round to the back of the house. So Mark's taken down all the bushes that were along here, and all of this concrete and stuff will be getting, there'll be a nice neat fence going in there. And then at the back here we've got what was the garage. We're keeping the garage, but he's taken the roof off because that all needs replacing, it had holes in it and stuff. Obviously the door and frame is gone and those windows will be going too. Not sure what's going to be going on with it, but it will be a garage or some sort of man cave of some sort. Oh, and here we did have the gate here and there was some brick walls and stuff. This is what was the extension and the kitchen. I don't know what Harrison's doing here. Okay. And then, which was obviously an internal door going in there. The garden's now all very clear. You can see there's a lovely good sized garden there now. And this is the other half of the extension. Again, that you saw inside all boarded up. That's what's been happening here. Here is the floor plan of what the house is going to be like when it's finished. Good morning. So a little update on how the house renovation and house situation is going. We have now sold our house. We sold it probably about a month or 6 weeks ago. So it turns out that actually one of our first viewers who placed an offer but didn't have a buyer for their house then proceeded to find a buyer and they then offered on ours. So that was amazing. We were super happy with the market how it is. We really are so happy that we found a buyer and we are just hoping that this sale now proceeds well and all goes well. It's all looking good so far. It's been ticking along nicely and we are actually now expected to need to move in about 2 weeks' time. So it's one of those things, isn't it? It plods along and then all of a sudden it's right on top of you. Today we are now starting to focus on sorting out some things and packing. I sorted out a few things last week, like cleared out some of my wardrobe and sold all the things I didn't think I wanted on Vinted, which worked out quite well. I made like 80 quid last week on Vinted, which is great. And I've got a pile there of Mark's things that are going to go on Vinted later. Then we've got our charity shop piles that we've been taking to the charity shops. Today I am focusing on taking all of my clothes down to the bare minimum. So just what I need, my essential daily clothes for the next couple of months really. So I'm taking all my summer clothes out and I'm going to start packing all those. I've just ordered a set of hanging rails so Mark can then take these wardrobes to bits and we can pop them into storage and just start gradually emptying out the house because there's only so much that you can obviously live without. So packing is always difficult in advance, I find. Like you can only pack up essentially the things that you don't use day to day, which isn't that much, but it is quite a lot. But actually it still leaves you with a lot to do last minute. But anyway, so that's what we're doing. We're having a little sort out. We're starting to get things out of the house and move on with that. We're going to be living in a temporary accommodation for about 4 months in between the house being renovated, because there's absolutely no way we can live in our new house, as you will see by the video. And that is what we're up to today so far. I got these bags last week from Home Bargains. I think they were £1.79 each. These are great for packing and storing clothes in. See, there is loads in that. It's massive. It weighs a ton. But yeah, really great. £1.79, awesome for clothes storage. I much prefer this to putting my stuff in a cardboard box, which always freaks me out a bit when I open it in case anything's got inside. Back to the reno. Mark has put a new roof and the windows and doors are fitted in the garage. We're just waiting for the main front door to be added, but how much better does that look? Going inside the house, Mark has put up a stud wall which is separating the lounge and the hallway where that's now going to be. And he's also been working on the stud wall for putting the bathroom in place. Good morning. So it's Sunday. Little house update. We are going to be moving out of this house on Friday. We're waiting for our house sale to actually complete. It's been a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. There are only 3 people in our chain, and the date of the 15th for completion was not put forward by us. It was put forward by the person lower in the chain, who it now seems we're waiting for, but no one seems to know for what, which is really annoying. There's 3 people. 3 solicitors. Surely they could just get in a group together and chat it out so we know what's going on, but we don't. We have explained that we are moving into rented accommodation, so we have had to source and sort out that rented accommodation going by the 15th, which was the date given, even though no one will clarify whether that is the date or not, which it doesn't seem so now because that is next Friday. So we've decided to take the jump. We're going to move out anyway. So this weekend we are just packing. I've already gone round and done I do my packing in phases, and my initial phase is to go around and pack everything that we don't need or use. So ornaments, photos, loads of the kids' games and stuff that just sit on top of their wardrobe, which no doubt they'll decide they need this week, but they haven't touched for the last year. So just that initial packing is getting rid of loads of stuff that's just around the house that isn't stuff you use on a daily or sort of weekly basis. Today, however, we need to get rid of a lot of big stuff. There's a few things we're not taking with us, like our bed frame is covered in stuff. Here, it's a super king size bed frame. It's massive in this bedroom. I think our next bedroom is going to be a bit bigger, but we've had this quite a few years. It's a big old chunky bed, and I think we're going to downsize to a king size. We still want a bigger than average double bed because we're quite big, and I would like an ottoman or a bed with storage underneath. So we are going to get rid of the bed frame. I'm going to list that in a minute, measure it up and pop that on, and we'll just take the mattress and have that on the floor in our temporary accommodation. Same as the kids' bed frames, they're already gone, so they're on mattresses on the floor. And our wardrobes, we now need to empty these today, get these taken apart because we're taking them with us. And our sofa needs to be listed as well because we're not taking that. It's a big corner sofa. I've had it a few years, so we're just going to see if we can sell it dirt cheap and someone will pick it up and take it. I have made myself a list because it's just my today list. I don't know about you. I have so much going on in my head that even just those few things I need to remember, they just disappear. It is like my head fails to function. It literally cannot think. I just go empty. I do it all the time. I make a list and then 5 minutes later it is gone. So I am best to write it down. So just my list of things today: order Harrison's school dinner. See, that's really important. I need to order his week's school dinners. I will forget to do that by this evening, even though I've said to myself we'll sit and do that later. I will forget. Measure and list the bed and sofa, which I've just said. Open the wardrobes and take to bits. So open, empty. This is what the contents of my bed is. I've just packed up all my clothes in these bags, which I said about, which are really handy, from Home Bargains. So that's all packed up, and we've got a hanging rail, which we're going to take to the next house. And I've just popped my sort of clothes that I need for this week, which isn't much, just work clothes really, on that hanging rail. So I'm going to go around, I'm going to pack just all of the rest of the stuff that's laying around. And I also need to organise my bedroom things. So like my makeup and like, I don't know, deodorants, perfumes, just all of the stuff that I use daily that I want to move from here to the new house. I'm going to kind of have boxed up down the side of my bed, so that is all ready to just move. I'm going to go in the bathroom and do things like just pop all of the towels out of the airing cupboard into a box in there, so everything is together, and we know that what we've got left in each room is what we need to transfer directly to the new house. That's what we need to use immediately. Then the stuff that I've already boxed up has gone into storage, because that's stuff that we can live without, make do without until we move into the new house. So that is today. Honestly, I have been putting this off, and we debated on whether to move on the 15th or not, because we've had to rent and pay rent and secure this property anyway, because we couldn't hang around until the solicitors decide to let us know that we're completing, possibly Friday, possibly the Friday after. Like, how can you organise rental accommodation for a family and pack up a house in that time frame? It's just been, yeah, really peed off with the way that the process has gone this time, to be honest. I guess if you're in a chain, I don't even know how you book removals. I don't know how the other people are booking their removal companies, but you know, when you're in a chain, if we had a new house and we were getting the keys to our new house and pop onto that on the day of completion, I guess that's kind of a bit simpler. But yeah, really unsatisfied with the service we've got, with the way this has gone. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. Moving is very stressful. We do it a lot, and I am kind of used to it. I just switch off and don't think about it until I have to. Even now, I'm packing, but I'm not really thinking about it. I'm trying to keep it out of my head and just go with the flow and pack it. If not, I will have a meltdown. Like everyone says, how do you do it? I don't know how I do it. And well, how I do it is I ignore the fact that we're doing it. Just kind of go through the motions, pretend it's not happening, and just deal with it. We'll be fine next week when we're in the new place. We'll have minimal stuff. We'll sort it out. It'll be fine. I can smell my bacon. I'm just grilling some bacon to do the boys some bacon sandwiches. And yeah, so I'm going to get on with it. I'll let you know how we progress at the end of the day and how this week goes. And then also there's a little bit of update on the house, how that's coming on. Excited. I think we have builders starting next week. Everything is so reliant on the completion of this house, which is so frustrating, isn't it? That you have a house sale going through. Yeah, we've sold our house. We are at that final stage. But until that's done, you just don't know. And that is the part that is so stressful. If we'd have just exchanged contracts, moving wouldn't be a problem. But we're doing this on the, it's not going to go wrong. It's going to be perfect. It is all just going to go through. It always does. It's always last minute. The day is done. It's fine. That's the biggest stress that we've got right now, is getting over the hurdle of completing on this house, which will happen this week or next week. We'll be in the new place. It's going to be very condensed. We've bought some bunk beds, just secondhand off Facebook Marketplace, to go in the kids' room, because it is a small 2-bedroom house that we've rented. Really nice little place. But obviously we are condensing quite a lot to get the 4 of us in there. I was even thinking this morning, I don't know if wardrobes will go in the children's room, so we'll have to see about that. I need to speak to Mark on whether we'll just order another hanging rail, actually, rather than dismantling and moving their wardrobes. I've got a nice hanging rail, sort of £20 off Amazon. I'll pop it on here. It's really nice, actually. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to go make their sandwiches, have a cup of tea, and then rock on with it. Here is our temporary hanging rail that I got from Amazon. As you can see, it is like a double rail, nice and sturdy. Got a little shoe rack underneath. Perfect for just temporary clothing storage in the new place. Today's mission number 1 is complete. I have taken pictures and listed the bed, packed all my bedroom stuff and organised it. The wardrobes are now gone, and this is my stuff that needs to go to the new house. So it is so hot today. I am so hot and sweaty, and I've just about had enough. But I'm now going to sort out next thing on the list, the sofa. Just another little bit of a room done. So I've just had a clean in the bathroom, cleaned and emptied all of the cabinets, just the stuff that we need for this week, and then the toiletries and things will be taken to the new house. I have emptied out the airing cupboard, so that's a space I know is now emptied, and I've just got my cleaning stuff and towels to take. I'm going to go and do that sofa, clear up the kitchen because I've got stuff everywhere, go and do that sofa. Then that's about enough for today, I think. Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying our home renovation vlog, then don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to see the full renovation process and our build and work get started.